Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Grapple here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome, folks, to another episode in our Building the Ranking series, where today we continue our grind through Zombies Chronicles and Black Ops 3 with Kino Der Toten. Make sure to like and subscribe, join the journey. The rules, past episodes, playlists, anything you could really ever need is right down below in the description. Let's see if the remake is better than the original, even though everybody loves the original, but I like the remake. I don't know. Oh, wow, this remake looks strange, you know? You got the guns and everything looks and feels a little... Just kidding. What we do is, when it comes to looking at these Zombies Chronicles remakes, we want to compare them to the original versions to see, are they a good remake? Are they a good Black Ops 3 map in general? So we're going to go through just like a round or two of Kino. Just so that way it's like fresh in the mind, and then when we hop into to the Chronicles version, it's like, oh shit, you know? So let's see. So the original version of Kino that we had done back during Black Ops 1, link in the bio for that video, we had put it as, right now it's listed as our number 10. It's an A-tier map. Let's see if that holds up when it comes to the Chronicles version. I'm a big fan of like a lot of the Black Ops 1 updates, so I don't know how much it's gonna compare, because I'm a big fan of it, but it's also like I'm not a huge Kino lover in general. Yeah, I mean, Kino's Kino. It's Black Ops 1, so it's gray. It's still like kind of in the horror vibe of World at War. Gunplay is still very smooth and fun. And let's just do a comparison. That's crazy. And I know even Zombies Chronicles is turning like 10 years old or 9 years old, but still, that's insane. Still hate the look of the 1911. Let's see if we can do this in one shot. I want to, because I think I'm going to have a good time. But we skipped a warm-up game. We're just going to see, because it's Kino. You know, it shouldn't be that difficult and outlandish. I say that now before I get super pissed at something. We want the Thunder Gun. We need the Annihilator. We want probably Mule Kick. We want maybe like a Mark II. The Dingo. It's funny because Black Ops 3, a lot of the guns are so good, but I constantly sit here and go, all right, what's my ideal loadout? The Wonder Weapon, okay, and the Dingo. All right. That guy is gargling my balls. Did we really put this map that high up? What's past it? So that means that at one point, Kino was like our third or fourth best map. Then we got to BO2 and BO3, and it's just falling lower and lower because maps keep getting better. But I guess that's not to say like during the other video when I talked about Kino, I was a bit of a Kino hater, and it's not that I don't like the map. I think I agree with what a lot of the community has said, that it's been around for so long and the same thing has been done again and again, but better. So like I have nothing against Kino, but it's like, do I want run-of-the-mill, or do I want to play like Origins or Horizon Drac? You know, I want to turn on the power first, connect the teleporter, and then probably hit the box to get something decent. Is that an HVK? ICR on the wall? Yeah, we'll take that instead. The ICR really is fucking unbeatable. I didn't realize it was there on the wall. I always thought it was like the HVK or the M16. And I never buy the M16 when I play Kino. So it was like, I'm not going to bother. Hey. Gobblegum? Flavor Hexed? Maybe? See if we can get something fun. No, it's Aftertaste. Let's grab Jug. Let's just do that right off the bat. Boop. That means you are last. So let's just snipe you. Nope, missed. You are not last. There's a bunch of you guys. Maybe as a good omen, we'll make this round or this game the game we get Mustang and Sally. Like, I'm a big proponent of it in like the later games because you get PhD Flopper back, man. They took PhD from us for some fucking reason. So I just never want to use it. That's why I never want to use the base ray gun either. Not to mention it also fucking sucks, but it might be the only thing, because I practiced Kino a little bit in the last couple of days. I think the only thing I might say is my complaint is the spawns. Like, aesthetically speaking, this version of Kino is fucking beautiful, but the spawns get annoying because there's so many out here that I think they randomly do what they did last round, where they'll all come up to you and then they start to stagger and it's like a 1 or 2 spawn, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, the round's over. And then, no, it's like not even halfway done. Wee. Wee. That's what that sounds like. You guys ever watch Dexter? It's like my favorite show of all fucking time, between that and How I Met Your Mother. Dexter Resurrection? Let me go on a rant real quick. Dexter Resurrection? How the fuck do you have a show that came out in the early 2000s, right? Ran for 8 seasons. The last 3 seasons, people complain about how it sucks, especially when you get to the finale. Then you have a like spiritual successor continuation in 2021 that people love, that has this aesthetic that's darker and, you know, follows right up after the ending that nobody liked. Then you have the finale that I liked a lot, right? Now it's like 15 years later after the show initially fucking premiered. Then you have this continuation with a finale that I think wraps the show up perfectly in a nice bow, and people go, oh my god, they did it again, where they fucked up the thing. And then now, the third spiritual successor series season, because they did, there was New Blood, the successor, they did fucking Original Sin as like a quick prequel, and then Resurrection as like a season 10 or whatever, and it's now that the show's back at its peak. How the fuck does that happen? How do you 20 years on, after multiple spiritual successing shows and continuations, how is it at that point that you go, holy shit, this is great? That's fine. That's crazy and unheard of. Like, at a certain point, people would be like, all right, you know, you tried the season 9 thing, it didn't work, you should probably stop. Then they were like, nah, fuck it, let's throw everything at the wall. But Dexter fans get to eat very well. Let's do that, because around takes forever. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our perks. We need speed and double tap, and we'll probably hit the box a little bit. We'll try to get Mule Kick. I'm a big fan of just going to pack everything at once. Unquenchable. I see orange. Flavor Hexed. Ah, fuck it. We'll use it. I don't think it can give you, like, a... Not in your pack. What is that? Pop Shocks? Bored to death. Repairing a board will kill all nearby zombies. Alright. Can you tell I have never used that before? Gobblegums are such a cool and interesting, like, mechanic to have, especially between Black Ops 3 and 6, and then... I mean, we'll get to it in Black Ops 4. I didn't really use, like, the talismans and things like that, but such a great concept, but so easy to just, like, overdo and make too much. Like, there are too many Gobblegums with a bunch of them feeling constantly useless. Like, what am I gonna... It's round 8. I don't need to worry about repairing barriers. Yeah, see, the spawns are still doing that thing where they're trickling in. The round's getting further, and you can tell because some of the zombies are starting to run, and, like, there's less staggering and more, like, deliberate movement towards me. But it's just the spawn rates are so weird because they're coming from, like, all the way back there and all the way up top and all the way back there, and they're also climbing down from the roof, and they're coming from the back. It's just not until around, like, 15 or 20 when they actually start, some of them start sprinting, that I guess the spawns will become a bit more cohesive. That should be it. There we go. So we can grab Mule, and then we can spam the box. You know, when it comes to, like, developing weapons and guns in Call of Duty, do they, like, do they set out to make certain guns, and then right before, like, testing, like, one of the developers goes, all right, well, this will be the bad one? Or do you think they, like, set out to, like, when they go to make LMGs, they gotta be, like they're giving quotas and shit? Where it's like, all right, you're gonna be the team that develops and textures and sets up the LMGs. You can make 4, and one of them has to be bad. Like, do you think they set out with that thing where it's like, yeah, you know, let's be a bit inventive. Let's make it like a burst round LMG because, I mean, when does that ever happen or whatever? But that'll be the one that's bad. So then they just do it from the jump. I'm curious. I don't know. I wonder how those decisions are made. Thunder gun. It is my 3rd gun. That is not good. That is very upsetting. I'm less upset now.
Don't slip in the slime.
Ooh.
Demons.
Hell fucking yeah. Alright, let's just pull out the big guns right now so we can get out of here, because that was risky as fuck. But now we have... All we need is monkeys, and we have like a god tier setup from the jump. Thunder gun, Dingo, Mark II, Annihilator. We are fucking good to go right now. There we go. A Rampage Inducer will go hard right now. I mean, like... Okay, that's fine. We just want monkeys. It's not a big deal.
That smells disgusting. Like my pork wife. She pretty and smelly. Weird
Pretty and smelly. Nikolai really is just a romantic, and I think that's the issue. He's misunderstood. Liquid Divinium. I love gambling. Nope. I got excited. I was like, oh shit, a Thunder Gun. Wait, I have the Thunder Gun. Kino is fun, because Kino is just, it's not sandbox, but it's survival, but, like, simplified. And I say that now because it's round 17, and we're shooting for around, like, 35, so, like, but that's what it is. Like, if you get, just like we're set up now, you get everything that you want. It's just a matter of going and not making stupid mistakes. What does that trap do? I don't use traps in zombies unless I'm, like, in a bind. Teddy bear, that's fine. We're having a good time. I had somebody reach out to me on TikTok yesterday. Basically, talk about how he liked the the content that I post and how he wants to collaborate. That's a weird feeling. Like, not weird in a bad way. Weird in just like a way that I haven't experienced before. So I don't necessarily know how to like react. Let's use the Annihilator for a bit. Go away. Mark II looks so good in this game. I love, like, I totally understand where people are coming from with, like, reused assets and wonder weapons and things. There are certain guns that I'm totally here with them always coming back. There are certain guns to me that are staples of the mode and it should be, like, a no-brainer. Like, they should be in the game at launch or maybe, like, at the halfway point. The ray gun, the base ray gun, the Mark II, and the Wunderwaffe, I feel, are staples that need to be on every map. Or at least in the game on a map at any given point. I feel like the RPK's different, but the Dingo's better. Dingo's also running out of ammo. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. The intention's to get the Galil anyway. Kind of use a more map-exclusive gun. This version of Kino plays very similar to the original. I think the benefit of the Gobblegums, the infinite sliding, and just the overall, like, stronger and smoother movement mechanics do a lot to take this map up a couple of notches. I definitely think this version is better than the previous. But at the end of the day, it's still basic survival Kino. Like, it doesn't do anything crazy. Another max. That's not good. That means we're not going to have one until there's another dog round. We can pack all 3 guns. I thought I'd only be able to pack the 1. Ouch. Not a big fan of the Annihilator. I say that every time we use it. But it feels like a necessity to get because it is, like, by technicality, a wonder weapon. Sort of. It's more like equipment. But, like, the COD Maps wiki page lists it as a wonder weapon, so we're just going to say it is. What? See, you know what would be a really cool concept is if drops like that stacked in terms of timing. Like, I really like in like Black Ops 6 and Cold War how it gives you a timer for how long the drop lasts. I would love, like, if the game and, like, the algorithm fucks up and, like, the double point spawns too quickly after one another, which is just pure chance. I would love if they stacked. Because then, like a double point spawning in front of you after you have one already, and then you grab it. It's not, like, your fault, Like, you could totally just leave it and, like, try to maximize before it spawns or despawns. Like, that's 100%. You could do that. But also, like, it's not the player's fault that one spawn right after another. So I think, like, stack it. Like, especially in the new ones, it has a timer on it for 30 seconds or however long. So the value is baked in. Just fucking be like, all right, you got 10 seconds left on this one. You pick up another one, 45 seconds. Fuck it. The Dingo again? Trying to make sure the camera's still moving. I'm getting the Dingo back there. I'll take the Dingo.
Should help me protect my vodka.
I do not have a lot of really good self-control, I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Nothing even fucking compares.
Come quickly.
How have we not gotten the Dingo back in another game? Dude, a Dingo with modern perks, bro? Available ammo boxes? Unbeatable. Honest, you could totally make the Dingo like a wonder weapon. I'll continue to glaze this gun. I don't give a shit. You could totally like, if you came to me, right, and you told me, like, all right, for Transit 2.0 in the Dark Ether or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, right? You could totally come to me and be like, we're putting the jet gun on it. I'd be like, all right, that checks out. Annoying because now at this point it's reused twofold, like reused from the first Transit and also reused from, like, Liberty Falls because it's a new version of the jet. Like, you could totally do that, or you could totally come to me and be like, listen, the wonder weapon of the map is the Dingo. You got to build it, and then you got to do a little, like, mini quest to pack it, and then it's just the Dingo from Black Ops 3. Only the damage is turned up even more, and you can have a ton of fun with it. I'd be like, all right, full send. Name it the Dingo. I think that would be great. But that's also because I'm totally biased because it's my favorite gun in the game. 28. Dude, we're actually almost there already. I didn't even realize. Maybe we get a dog round? Or are we going to get one on 29? Because that's what always happens to us. We always get the best luck. Nope, there it is. All right, Box, where will you spawn?
It is happy hour.
Where will you spawn? Where will you spawn? Where will you spawn for our lap? Excellent. Still have gotten no monkey bombs. Nope.
Holding this up makes my arms so tired.
Is that another sniper? It's like me.
Alright, which one of you crap
What are
your
you?
pants?
An M14? You know what? That counts. It's not map exclusive, but it is certainly not a normal Black Ops 3 gun. So we will just full send that and pack it and just see what happens. All right, M14. Let's see if you're worth using on round 30. Ooh.
Don't
That
worry,
looks
guys.
pretty. With
Nikolai
turn,
is
too?
coming
We'll do it one more
for
time.
you.
One more time?
What?
I don't have enough points.
That's ripper, must
Delicious. It's a lot of... that's a ton of ammo in the reserve, too. That's like, unnecessary. So right, I practiced Kino a bit. And I tried to record this video once, but then I ran out of time. And the one time I did try to record it, I was getting frustrated. It took me like 2 or 3 games just because I couldn't get into a good swing or anything. This is like brain dead easy. This is like... I could totally sit here and get to round 50 at this point. And I know part of that is definitely the box luck, because getting like the ray gun Mark II and the thunder gun and the annihilator kind of like in rapid succession like that definitely changes things. But like, that's crazy. It's crazy how easy this is. Like, no downs. All my perks. No downs round 30? Dude, that's fucking unheard of for us. I would have made a dumbass mistake like 15 rounds ago. Alright. Nope. We're going to just sit in this room over here and wait it out. We'll use the trap. If we get to round 35 quickly, fine. 35 it is. We'll just hang out next to the trap and see what happens. Turn zombie, you're supposed to be doing more to help, bro. There you go. Oop. Get out of my space. Get out of my space. Oh. That was like fucking instant. Wow. Well, round 30. That's fine. This is what we wanted. We lost the thunder gun, which means that we will probably die trying to get out of this room.
Thank you, an idiot.
Goodbye. Oh, we only have 1,500 points, bro. Alright, well.
They're here, now they're not. Such is life in the... Hey, fuck. I gotta move or they'll take me down.
Let's just try to line you guys up a little bit. Ooh, nope, that's it. He smacked my ass just like that. Yeah, you know, I definitely could have... We definitely could have kissed round like 40 or 50 if we wanted to, if we just played it correctly instead of me like camping right there and not giving a shit. But that was good. I'm not going to complain about it. So let's rank some shit. All right, last one without the green screen. So Kino Der Toten Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Remaster. What do we think? I think it is definitely fun. It is definitely aesthetically beautiful, even 9 years on since it's come out. Beautiful. Definitely helped a lot by a lot of the guns and the mechanics and things in Black Ops 3. That definitely helps to push it. This is clearly the best version of Kino because we only have the one remaster. This is the greatest version of it. So that goes without saying. It's going to be an A-tier map. I don't know how high an A-tier, but it's definitely an A-tier map. Pros and cons. Pro, the look, the feel, the Black Ops 3 engine, the guns. Con, it loses some of that. It's the same complaint I had with like World at War. It loses a little bit of that character without having the guns completely from Black Ops 1. Like having the RPK, right? You have the RPK, the AK-74U, the M16, the Galil. So it's good, but it needs maybe like one more, you know, like one more like the AUG with the underbarrel like shotgun. Like one or two more guns and it could be perfect. So I'm not going to knock too many mental points. I'm not going to knock too many mental points off for that because it does have a bunch of the guns from Black Ops 1. Another con, I don't remember this happening in the Black Ops 1 version of Kino with the spawns like that, where it definitely feels like each zombie has like value in terms of its spawning, and like the Nova Crawlers have more value, so then certain things don't spawn at the same time. But then in doing that, sometimes you have random lulls, like round 26, 27, where they should be sprinting at you or whatever, but because you have 5 Nova Crawlers coming at you, everything else is spawning staggered. And like, not in like a really shitty, boring sense, but they're just staggered and not as fast as it should be. So I'll knock some points there. But I think regardless, this might be the easiest map to rank because it's better than the original Kino, but it's not better than Der Eisendrache. So we're gonna put it right here. I'll do this in real time. We're gonna put this right here, right above the Giant. I think it's definitely better than the original version of Kino, so we can't put it any lower. It's definitely better than the Giant because they're both like survival maps and simple. So there's not a crazy amount to do, especially in terms of side Easter eggs or anything. It's mainly survival, but Kino has, the character of the first one with better looking graphics and lighting and textures and everything. Then you add on better gunplay and better guns and just everything feeling smoother. It's obviously better. I would say it's better than the Giant because as great as Doris and the Giant are, Kino just feels like there's more to do, even though they're on the same playing field. And DE is just a better map all around. Yes, when we played it, I was frustrated as fuck and we had a bad time, but I would still rather play DE over any version of Kino any day of the week. So, easiest one to rank. Easiest, quickest. I mean, it's Kino. We've done it before. It's fun. And that's it. Folks, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. 94 subs. We're closing in on 100 subs. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're getting a lot of love over on TikTok and Instagram, slowly but surely. I try to post every day, but I also forget, and I work a lot. So, sometimes I forget. It is what it is. And yeah, we post every Monday and Friday. Mondays will be your... not random, but Mondays are your zombie video where we talk about kind of whatever I feel like. And then Fridays, you're building a ranking series. We're changing things up a little bit. The closer we get to, once we get past this, some of the easier maps, like probably when we get to like World War II, between like Roast and House and Tortured Path and having those separate survival maps. By the time we get there, I'll probably wind up posting building a ranking like 3 times in a week to just not stay playing the same thing, if that makes sense. But for right now, Monday, random fun stuff. Friday, building a ranking. And I will see you on Monday for when we're going to talk about, for us to look back at Black Ops 6 and just have some fun with that. Look back on the maps. I'm not going to rank them this way, but we're going to talk about Black Ops 6 and kind of my thoughts now that we're near the closing of it. So I'll see you then.